How are we doing, guys? All Leeds TV, Derby 1, Leeds 4, and these are the player ratings. So I'll start with Bailey Peacock-Farrell. Ultimately, he made an error in this game. He should have done better with the free kick, but he claimed every cross he had to. His distribution was mostly good, 5 out of 10, ultimately because of the error more than anything. Luke Ayling, brilliant again. Typical Luke Ayling, best right back in the league. He just does everything so well. He hasn't got a weakness. He does not have a weakness to his game. He can defend, he can go forward. The way he arrives into the box in this system, he should have scored with after Roofe's header. It's a brilliant block before it. He's had a good little effort from distance, and he's looking like he could get a couple of goals this season as well. And defensively, I thought he was brilliant against Tom Lawrence. Tom Lawrence obviously scores from the free kick, but other than that, he was very quiet on the day, and I thought Luke Ayling was responsible for that. Gaetano Berardi, Berra, just brilliant again. He started the game quite slowly, but he's settling into that centre-back position now. His aggression's perfect as well. The way he's just so determined to win the ball. He uses the ball well. Everything about him I thought was brilliant today. Sometimes the positioning was a little bit questionable, but mostly brilliant today off Berra, 8 out of 10. Liam Cooper, similar to Berardi, but a couple of little errors off Cooper. His positioning. There was one moment in the second half when it could have been 2-2. When he was sort of ball watching more than anything. He let Martin Wycombe get drifting just ahead of him, and it could have ended up with a goal that just about missed the ball, but we got away with that one a little bit. So I have to knock marks off Liam Cooper for that again, but a decent captain's performance, 7 out of 10. Barry Douglas, 7 out of 10, solid as ever. Not quite as influential going forward as Luke Ayling. It's probably the only reason he's slightly lower than Luke Ayling, but 7 out of 10. Another solid performance off Barry Douglas. Just in front of the back four, Kelvin Phillips, KP, 8 out of 10. Defensively, there was one or two moments where I think they drifted past him a bit too easily, but his passing more than anything today has to be credited. The cross-field passes, the forwards vertical passes. I can't remember him giving the ball away today, and it's an 8 out of 10. He controlled the tempo, and he just he settles up really. He allowed the four in front of him to dictate things, and it's he probably won't get much praise for his performance today, but he was influential today, 8 out of 10. Pablo, on the right hand side, had 2 crucial moments in 2 out of the 4 goals. He had 2 assists, particularly for the second goal, his determination to get across, perfect ball in for Alioski, and just his all-round determination was great today. For someone of Pablo's age, his stamina is just unbelievable. And another 8 out of 10 for Pablo. Into the middle of the park, Matthias Klich, 10 out of 10, without question. I cannot go one mark lower. He set the tempo today. He just read the game. He just reads everything that 2 seconds quicker than everyone else. His tenacity. He sat in with Phillips when he had to. He pushed forward alongside Roofe when he had to. It's just an all-action, perfect midfield performance of Klich. 10 out of 10 off for Klich today. Samu Saiv, 8 out of 10. First half, absolutely unplayable. Sort of quieting down a little bit in the second half, but his pressing was still there. His determination to run at the midfield of Derby, run at the back four of Derby, and he created the space for the rest of the team. On the counter, he was very dangerous as well. 8 out of 10 for Samu today. He probably should have done better with his one chance today, but you can't be too critical. 8 out of 10. Samu Saiv is back. That's all I'm saying. Go on to the left-hand side, Alioski. I said in the review, his run for the 4th goal is absolutely brilliant. His all-round performance was good today. We covered Barry Douglas brilliantly. He stopped, Derby's fullback from pushing forward at all, and he just kept it. We always had whenever Harry Wilson or Joseph Zoon got on the ball for Derby, probably 2 of their biggest threats, Barry Douglas was never one-on-one against him. Alioski made sure he was in a position to cover for Douglas, and that's brilliant. In a big game, you need a winger to do that for you. You need your wingers on Hernandez's side to cover like that. 8 out of 10 today. His cross for Roofe's goal was excellent as well. And then onto the main man as well, Roofe. 10 out of 10 today. Wasn't quite my man of the match. Klich just ahead of him, but you won't see 2 better goals, I don't think, all season off a Leeds player. I feel incredibly harsh not giving him man of the match, but he was just brilliant. He held the ball up when he had to. He battled alongside Derby centre-backs. 2 big centre-backs, Richard Keogh and Tamori. Big physical centre-backs, and he held them off whenever he had to. He linked up play. He was happy to just drop into the midfield. He was happy to run in behind. He was happy to do absolutely everything. Both finishes, absolutely brilliant as well. Unlucky not to get a third as well just before his second. Brilliant, perfect striker's performance, 10 out of 10. Onto the substitutes. And Jamie Shackleton, first to come on, and his hunger to repress was what really, shone more than anything. Some of his passing was fantastic as well. He set up a couple of counter-attacks. And there was one moment just before the end of the game where there was a bit of a 50-50, and his determination to win that ball, we were 4-1 up. He was just put absolutely everything into win that challenge, and he looks a very promising player for me, Shackleton. I know he plays right wing back a lot of pre-season, but centre midfield is his primary position, and he passed his audition today. He thought 7 out of 10, and I hope he gets a chance on Tuesday against Bolton as well. Last substitution, I know Lewis Baker played, but I can't really rate Lewis Baker. He only played 5 minutes. But Patrick Bamford's made his first appearance today, and I think the game had died down by then. It was probably a difficult moment to come on. Really, because Roofe had played so well. The game was just a case of managing the game at that stage, and so he didn't really get in the service he probably would have done if he'd started the game. But I thought he looked good. He had to be physical at times. He held the ball up well. He got unlucky with a couple of refereeing decisions, and yeah, I thought it was a fairly good performance. Hopefully he starts again on Tuesday and gets a proper chance to impress, and maybe put a bit of pressure on Roofe in that position. It's just so good having two strikers where there's some real competition between both strikers. Both got good goal scoring records. Both offer similar kind of strengths. I think Bamford's a little bit more technical, but Roofe's that little bit quicker. I think getting in behind. But both are going to provide good competition this season. We can rotate them, I think, throughout the season. So I'll go 6 out of 10 for Bamford today. But all to a man, I've got to say it was a brilliant performance today. Individually, Roofe and Klich have probably produced two of the best performances we've had off Leeds players in a long, long time. Absolutely brilliant. All Leeds TV, and make sure you check out our other videos as well.